Hi guys, Burnout Culture here, and welcome to another video regarding one of the more expensive titles, PS2 titles. We're just going to discuss whether we think the money that it commands is worth it, and what I think of the game and what people that review the game have sort of described it as. The title today is E6, The Ark of Napishtim. It's a Konami title, and like I say, it's an action RPG or JRPG. I haven't played on it too much, but what I have played, it is good. It is good. Although I am, as usual, completely shite on it. We're reading some reviews online from back in the day. It's from 2005. This, and they more or less say that it's classed as an easy title, a bit too easy in the East series. They relate it to number 3 in terms of difficulty level. They say that you can roughly complete the game within 20 hours, and they find that the combat system, and it's very easy. There's no sort of learning curve. You can sort of jump straight into it and go through it without too much difficulty at all. I didn't find that to be the case. I'll upload some gameplay footage in a little bit and add this onto this video to show you what it's like. I'll show you the intro to it. I found, as usual with a lot of these Japanese RPGs, extremely cheesy, with some very dodgy voiceovers going on. But my copy, let's talk about the value. So for some reason I've noticed over the last 12 months this particular one has started to creep up. I initially had this one back a few years ago, but my copy were knackered. It had the manual was absolutely battered. I think it had some torn pages, and the disc was quite heavily scratched. It did play, but it were in really bad nick. So it took me a while. I've had this one probably about 6 months, and I paid 20 quid for it. Now, for some reason, it's one of these titles that's sort of silently creeping up in the background, and you need to just be careful not to pay too much for it. I've been looking this week, and it's running anywhere between 25 quid on a good day. This is obviously eBay prices. CEX, it's generally out of stock. You know, it's just can't source it through CEX. But it's creeping up to the benchmark sort of price for it now is 40 quid and above. Don't pay more than 50. Don't pay more than 50 quid for it. I think you'd be paying far too much. There's always plenty of jokers on eBay. I think it's even at 60 quid on there, not even sealed. So you know, be careful. Yeah, so I mean, on a good day, if you're prepared to wait and bide your time, you can get it for 25 quid. I mean, my copy's absolutely fantastic nick. Far better than the original one I had. Like I say, the disc hasn't even got one scratch on it. It's absolutely beautiful. The manual hasn't even got a crease. It's even got the Konami free prize drawing back, you know, which isn't always nice to have. So yeah, it's a lovely little copy of this. An interesting fact with this E-series on PS2, this number 6, the Ark of Napishtim, it was the only one released on PAL region, whereas I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe 1 to 5 you can actually get on the Japanese release, NTSC. So yeah, a bit odd that they tend to do this a lot of these Japanese ones. They'll only get the odd one that sort of came through on the PAL region. But nevertheless, it is a good game. It is a good game. You can tell it's sort of like a cutesy sort of 2D-ish like I say, action RPG that you can just play along to. There's no real sort of difficulty to it. It was just that I found that the combat I've been finding a little bit tricky on it. But like I say, I'm shite on most games anyway. The music's excellent. I believe that it was composed specifically for the PS2 version, because it is a port actually technically from actual Windows version, but I believe the PS2 music was composed specifically for this format, and it is good. It is good, I must admit. But yeah, it falls into this batch of games now where they're falling into this 30, 40, 50 quid bracket, and unfortunately, guys, these prices they're not gonna diminish at all. They're only over time going to start creeping up now. So, like I say, if you want to grab yourself a copy of this game, if you haven't already got it, and you like your RPGs, especially at Konami, with having a Konami title, you know it's going to be half decent anyway. Just keep an eye out for it, and you should hopefully be able to get it on a good day for 25 quid. But just be aware that this has crept up in recent months. And it's holding steady at the moment around 30, 40. But yeah, so what we'll do is now I'll film some gameplay footage and add the video on after that and see what you think to it. See if we can get some decent sound going on, so we can just see how good that music is. So yeah, okay. One other thing to note, I know the backdrop, I'm actually in the dining room, and I know this is completely ungaming related. I'm trying to source a rechargeable spotlight so I can put it in my games room, so it'll be a little bit more gaming related backdrop rather than this sickly cream wall with girly hearts strung from the lights, etc. So yeah, so bear with me. I've also received my new HD cam that's just on charge, but I just thought I'd give you one last video, a couple of vids with this thing before I move it on. So yeah, cool. So thanks for watching. Like I said, just look out for this in-game footage. Following that vid, there'll be I'm going to add another one. I'm going to show my current sealed collection of PS2 games. There's some couple of real interesting ones in there. One that I'm unsure about myself and could do with some feedback. Anyone who's in the know as to whether it is as rare as what I think it is. So yeah, so stay tuned for that one. Keep a lookout for that video that's coming up. So yeah, cool. I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.